Hi guys, welcome back. So today we'll be taking a look at the Hang Seng Index as well as Hang Seng Tech and also Tencent Holdings. So without further ado, let's first start off with the Hang Seng Index. So the Hang Seng Index broke down a critical level of support at the 19.6K. But that said, it still managed to close above the 19,000 psychological support level on this particular day after hitting a low of around 18.8K. So that was a sign of a potential reversal. So the very next day, we saw the index gap up and finish higher. So that was a good sign. So looking at the rebound, you can clearly see that we were actually well supported by the blue conversion line, and thereafter we actually came to test the red baseline over here. But that's it. Currently, you can see that we have yet to cross this cloud resistance. So this would likely to be retested next week. Once we are able to cross these two cloud resistance, then potentially we may see more upside towards the 21,000 psychological resistance for the Hang Seng Index. So for the support to watch out for, the key support will be around 19.4K at this blue conversion line. Once we break down this support, potentially we may come back down to test the 18.6K at the 50% Fibonacci support level. So moving on to the Hang Seng Tech. So a very similar situation, but you can see the Hang Seng Tech is slightly weaker. We actually came down to retest this 50% Fibonacci support at 3772 levels. So we were well supported at these levels, and then thereafter we climbed back up above this blue conversion line. And as you can see, it was well supported before climbing up higher. In fact, we actually crossed this red baseline as well, but currently now you can see that we are still being rejected off this cloud resistance. So the key support to watch out for next week will be around 4080. Second support will be around 4030. So let's move on to Tencent. So the one listed in US. And as you can see, we hit the 61.8% on the way down. So that was around $42. Well supported, and we bounced back up. In fact, we actually crossed this blue conversion line and red baseline, which was a very good sign. But we have yet to cross this 61.8% around 48.70. Once we cross this, then potentially we may be going back towards $50 and potentially retest the recent high of 52.88. As for the support to watch out for, it'll be around $45. So the one listed in Hong Kong, a very similar situation. As you can see, it was well supported by the 61.8% at 329. And at the same time, on the way down, the cloud should act as a support. It acted as a support level here. Thankfully, it did not break down. And thereafter, we saw a pretty good rebound. In fact, it was because also partly because of the earnings. But on Friday itself, as you can see, this was a pretty bearish looking candle. So it's key that we can actually see buyers stepping back in next week to clear this 61.8% at 383. Once we can clear it, potentially we may come back to retest the $400 psychological resistance, and thereafter retest 416 levels. As for the support to watch out for, we're looking at 358 at this blue conversion line and red baseline. So if there's any changes, I'll give you guys an update. Thanks for stopping by. Till we meet again. Appreciate the manipulation.